What's up, everybody? Welcome to podcast now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk a little bit about Judas, continuing this summer series where we kind of do a little check-in on some of our favorite games that'll never come out. We did 1943, Rise of Hydra. Want to talk about Judas next. So, look, this is a game that I have so much hope for. I'm a big Ken Levine guy. I'm a big BioShock guy. I mean, I guess you can go back to System Shock as well. But I mean, BioShock, very, very special to me. And Ken Levine is a man that works on his own time, and it's a guy that I think is super, super talented, but takes literal decades to create anything. Judas, I want to say I'm worried. But then I kind of take a few steps back and say, again, that's just Ken Levine's thing. I feel like if we heard maybe like behind-the-scenes stories, like maybe that would make me more worried, like maybe they've had some problems. I guess the one thing that does make me a little scared is you think back, it's not actually been too long since we last saw it. Back in last March is when Jeff Keighley did that interview with him and broke down, the systems. And it's when, he talked about and this is maybe the worrying part, cool that it was only a year ago, but bad that, he talked about really cracking the system of this, the AI being able to just read so well off of each other, right? There's these three factions, and you do something for one, and it's not even just like that'll come back up in, a quest down the line, but it'll appear immediately. You'll immediately get like a visual of a different clan being very upset with you that you did one very specific thing. And, it sounds so ambitious, but not just sounds, because they actually showed it. There's a difference, right? It's like, well, if you just kind of pitch me these kind of complex AI systems, it's like, all right, that's one thing, but then actually showing it off, and again, looks very ambitious. And I called it last year. I think I made a video where I really think that could be a game of the generation if it comes out and it is what it's supposed to be. I mean, Ken Levine makes very special games, firstly, but it's like, don't discount it. I continue to actually want to still throw that out. Now, is it in the greatest spot? Probably not, but like I still do not want to discount it, because if and when it ever does come out, I really think it can be legendary. Now, a couple, I guess, updates since last year, right? In the Take-Two financial reports and whatnot, they talk about, okay, X game comes out in whatever quarter. Remember, this game was expected to launch by March of 2025. I think by the end of March of 2025. We are past that. Not only did the game not come out, but they didn't even announce that it got pushed. I don't even think they talked about it. They didn't say it wasn't going to make that quarter, and they didn't even say, oh, yeah, well, actually, it's going to come out now this other quarter. They didn't say nothing. And now, okay, I'm recording this, a week and a half, 2 weeks before this video goes up. Maybe there's still some time, but we are getting into, like, the dead period of July. Probably nothing. Hopefully, safely, maybe, right? But it's like, that's something as well where, it missed the date. It never had a date. I guess it missed the window, right? But with nothing, no talk whatsoever. And then I saw one job posting that some people were like throwing out online, and I said, okay, well, let me just do it, okay? So I took a screenshot here. This is what it was at late June, okay? Maybe some of these spots have been filled since late June, but senior level artist, senior producer, lead engineer, and then that bottom one, director of gameplay engineering. And I mean, you got other ones as well, but you do not like to see senior level positions or director level positions when a game has been in the works for, to be honest with you, I forget. I don't even know, 7, 8, 9 years. They've been doing this forever. And I know that, again, he talked about it last year, like it took them a very long time to crack the code of like how to do this game and what even game this was going to be. Okay. That took years. So it's like, have they really been working on it for 10 years? No, but I mean, they've been working on it for a very good amount of time as a team. And it's like, there's only 8 jobs, right? It's like, it's not, they don't need 100 jobs, but these are like not small nothing positions. Technically, there's no nothing positions, I hope, in gaming, but director of gameplay engineering. Shouldn't you have that? Especially because the game was probably supposed to launch 4 months ago. Like, shouldn't you have that on your staff? I don't know. That's just that coupled with, again, like how you can kind of assume there's obviously been something that went wrong, or obviously he's just very much taking his time, or however you want to look at it. But that combined with these jobs, right? It's like, all right, well, what are we doing? How much longer are we going to have to wait? So, purpose of making this video, kind of just vent a little bit, and, hopefully, again, like it's only been a year, but I think that's not a great excuse. You know what I mean? Because games can show themselves off, number one, in back-to-back years. Like, that's the thing. Number two, it's one thing to show yourself off last year and then to skip this year, okay? That's not unacceptable. 95% of games do that, okay? A lot of games do that. The issue is when you were supposed to come out this year, right? It's showing it off last year and making it sound like you had made significant progress and you were really getting close, and not just words, but also visual action. You could see it play out. Then to say it's coming out this year, and then for it to not come out this year, and to skip this year altogether of showing it. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, so I guess it got delayed by like a full year. Somebody asked Jason Schreier, I think earlier this year, like, do you expect it to come out in 2025, or do you think there's any chance? And he said, ha. So, funny guy, I guess, whatever. But, it's like, all right, so count this year out. I don't expect, I never expected, after they missed that March thing, I never expected them to say, oh, it's coming out in November. No. This is, hopefully, this is a 2026 game. I really hope it's not longer than that, because then you really are pushing 10 plus years, and it's like, we got to stop this. We really got to stop. I mean, genius takes time, but I don't know if it takes that much time, all right? So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.